Hey everybody, Ethan here with Standing Stone, and we are ready for part 2. In the last video, we showed this kind of training session thing happening indoors in a controlled environment. But I kind of cheated. I realized after the fact that I had a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old and a puppy. So I've incorporated a second young dog here. We have Quinn. Everybody knows and loves her. And we took it outside, so why don't we add additional chaos and uncontrolled environments or more distractions? Haha! Felt frisky on a Saturday morning. Let's go ahead and get started. Quinn, at a year old, we're gonna ask her to kennel over here. Kennel. Good. This is gonna take more, I would assume, folks, than what we had yesterday. But I'm gonna make things a little bit easier. Kennel. I'm gonna give him this platform, and in the last video we talked about why the climb with the feet up is going to be a better option. Kennel. No. Kennel. Good. For Riot, it's going to make a clear distinction for him to say, I'm on the platform, I'm off the platform. Kennel. And we're going to put Thunder right up front. And then we're going to work through Riot for a minute. Again, the one that we figured inside we would have the most issues with. I expect a few more issues outside. Vibrate is back on here. Good. I'm going to leave these leashes on for the time being, but try and keep an eye on them, make sure that they don't chew on them. It's important to be able to have additional pieces where you need them. That leash made it really easy to go ahead and get a hold of him and guide him to the appropriate board. A couple small corrections. Again, vibrate. Went right back up to the board. Now, before we get started with the rest of this video, I do want to say all of our training stuff can be found in an online course compiled together and easy for you to use. Check it out at standingstonekennels.com. You'll actually see some of these puppies, hey, in some of the videos. Kennel. We have a versatile dog course, which would involve any dog that not only, let's go ahead and work through this while we talk, not only point birds, but also retrieve them. This could be Vizslas, or Bracco Italianos, or Braque Français, or short hairs, or wire-haired pointing Griffons, or German wire hairs. Any dog that falls into this versatile category is going to benefit from that course. If you have a flusher or retriever, there's a long list of those as well. There's a course for that. And if you don't care about hunting, there's an obedience-only course that Kat just finished here most recently, and it takes you from 8 weeks to 12 months and includes jobs to give your dog something to be able to do outside of just working on obedience. Now, if you need additional help with that, at the bottom of every lesson, there is a link to the calendar that you can schedule a call with me that we can do a consult. I can watch you train, or we can just kind of talk through what's going on and set up a game plan moving forward. It is hot. I'm going to go ahead and get started. The last piece to remind you is everything that we use in these training sessions is available at standingstonesupply.com. The climb stands, no. Kennel. Good. The Cato boards, fix your feet, sir. Kennel. Good. You are a turtle. Kennel. Good. No. Kennel. Good. This is really good. And then also our Kuranda dog beds with the sweet little slip covers that make them look less industrial in your house. And they make them a little more comfortable for the dogs, I think. All said and done here. I want to challenge Riot outside because he seems like he's struggling the most right now just to stay put. We're going to leave him there. But I'm going to be prepared for the first few reps to be able to hit that vibrate button and send him back. I'm going to work with Quinn on a little bit of leash work. We're going to heel here. Good girl. And we're going to make our weaves around. I'm going to remind Thunder. Kennel. Kennel. Thunder. Kennel. Good. These training sessions, guys, should not look perfect. We are looking for ways to challenge our dogs. And if we aren't challenging them, you're going to see perfection. They're not going to make any mistakes. They're not going to do anything wrong. Good girl. Good. You dropped it. But if we are challenging them, you're going to see mistakes. You're going to see the dogs come off. You're going to see me have to work with each individual dog. And the thing about this is you need to be able to evaluate, am I challenging my dog too much? Is it constant chaos? We can't get them to stay at all for even a second, or they're on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. Then you say, hey, we're probably not ready for this step. We need to go back inside. We need to simplify. And anytime you're working through any challenging portion in dog training, if you have point A or step A, this is where you are good, you've mastered that, you're trying to move to B. And when you get to B, everything falls apart. It feels like, wow, we haven't really done anything, or my dog has no idea how to do this next piece. We're super struggling. What we do is not go back to A, generally speaking, is we try and find like an A.1 or an A.2, somewhere in the middle, where you need to be or where you want to go, where you are. You need to find that middle ground to be able to make things simpler for the dogs to help them be successful. You'll hear a lot, and this is a little bit of a tangent, but I think it's important to go over here. We use the terminology, a cue. That is when I'm asking him, kennel, or her, heel. It is a cue. We don't use the terminology command. We don't talk about forcing or breaking dogs. We want to teach and develop. And the reason for that is it's a mindset on how we can help the dogs to be successful. And when you take that approach to training, you're looking at how do we help you to do a better job? And you can critically think in a better mindset than saying, well, y'all dang it, Riot, I commanded you to go to that board, you should do it. And then that can put you in a set of getting frustrated with the process, and it shouldn't be frustrating. Dogs should not be perfect. You should be working through those things to help them to get better. All right, Quinn's doing a really good job. Kennel, we're gonna ask you to stay here. We're gonna give Thunder just a little bit of work here. Again, asking Riot to stay in his spot over there. We're gonna make it a little more challenging. Here's a little bit of a tease. We're right next to him now, but you can see he's already doing drastically better. Good, Kennel. He's kind of our control in this situation. There's minimal here that he needs help with. He's just able to test the other two a little bit. Now let's come to Riot. Now, these other two are doing a really good job. Okay, good. And we're gonna work on his heeling outside. We did a couple other videos where we actually showed from, here, good boy. We did some other videos where we showed him being a pulling monster and turning into a relatively manageable dog in a very short period of time, utilizing the easy lead. Good boy. This was a big challenge for him inside. He wanted to go see the other dogs. I actually have a pretty good amount of focus from him right now. Hey, light tugs to remind him. No. Good. This is what healing sessions should look like. If your dog is not perfect, which none of them are, but if you're not to the point of Thunder where he can heal basically without me even having to think about it, you're not ready to go on big, long walks with lots of distractions and squirrels and dogs and parks and things. You should be in your yard or in your front yard or in your driveway, providing challenges and working through building an understanding hey, of how to walk on leash and how to be manageable and build those distractions over time. Good boy. There you go. Good. Good boy. Kennel. Good. Now the clicker is marking Kennel, and technically ending behaviors. Good boy, here. But key being here that it is marking things. Yes, these dogs are collar conditioned, and if we need that, we'll go back to it. But I would like this to be kind of a fun, fresh session where we can just say, good, for all of the things here. If we need to be able to kind of step into that next level where we are correcting the behavior, we can do that. Ultimately though, we're building really, really, really good things with very minimal here. We'll go ahead and switch over. This is her first mistake, but I'm gonna hit vibrate. Kennel. Again, I wanna point out the fact that I didn't have to acknowledge her. I didn't say Quinn. I didn't say Quinn, kennel. I didn't say Quinn, kennel, 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 kennel. I just hit the vibrate button, and that shows She knew where she was supposed to be. She understands completely vibrate conditioning and collar conditioning to a placeboard, just like all three of these guys do. And we're able to show just hitting that button helps her to remember where she's supposed to be, okay? This type of session can be done with your 2 dogs. It can be done with you and your neighbor's dogs or you and your buddy's dogs. You need to incorporate this level of additional distraction into your training. It is warm, folks. It's hot. It's getting hotter. These guys are all panting. We've only been out here for a couple minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and end this one today. I don't want to drag it on too long, but you got to see a few things. Each dog working independently, each dog also working on this almost passive obedience where they're having to stay while other dogs are doing things without direct feedback from me unless they needed it. All said and done, challenge your dogs this summer, keep things fresh and fun, and you not only will be able to help them to be able to improve, but you'll keep those minds engaged when they can't do as much running because it's hot. I hope you guys enjoyed. We got Quinn, Thunder, and Riot, and I'm the guy with the pink gun. We will see you in the next video.